This section is a guide to saving money on lighting. The amount of energy a homeowner can save by simply replacing light bulbs is extraordinary. In this instructional presentation, we will discuss the alternatives to blaming the kids for secretly working for the electric company. First, we'll go over basic definitions associated with lighting. Second, we'll compare incandescent lighting and compact fluorescent lighting. And finally, we'll touch on a few other technologies associated with lighting that may be able to help you save money. Let's get started with some basic information about incandescent lighting. Incandescent lighting is a bulb that passes an electric current through a filament, heating it until it produces light. Funny enough, the root word for incandescent is incandesci, which means to become warm, glow, or inflame. Nearly everything, when it comes to lighting, is wattage. Wattage is a measure of the amount of energy or electricity a device may use. For instance, a 60-watt bulb will use 60 watts of electricity per hour. Now let's say you're home one night and you have 5 of these 60-watt lights on. Well, you're using 300 watts of electricity every hour. Big whoop. Well, what if those lights stayed on for 5 hours a day? That's 1,500 watts. Once again, whoop-de-doo. Okay, 5 hours a day, 30 days a month adds up to 45,000 watts, or 45 kilowatts. Okay, maybe I'm getting your attention. Well, what if we multiplied this by 12 months? That would be 540,000 watts a year, or 540 kilowatts. And at 13 cents a kilowatt, that's right around $70 a year, just for using 5 incandescent bulbs. 5! So turn off the lights when you're not in the room. And if you have those double-aged kids that won't turn off the lights, you may want to consider installing motion sensors in the hallways and bath areas that your children use most. An even easier way to save money on lighting is upgrading to fluorescent lighting. Fluorescent lighting uses the gas fluorescent inside a glass tube in a partial vacuum. The vacuum in the tube is the reason why the bulbs pop when they break. Within that partial vacuum, small amounts of mercury are electrically charged, emitting this whitish-green light that makes us all look so good in those office holiday pictures. CFLs, or compact fluorescent lighting, is much like the long tubular bulbs in your office or workspace. But as the name suggests, they are compacted to fit most household lamps, fixtures, and recess cans. Many CFLs are tinted to give off a similar golden hue that incandescent bulbs produce, instead of that eerie green hue that standard fluorescent bulbs give off, thus allowing family and guests at your home to look nowhere near as sickly as your fellow office employees do in your building. Okay, here's 4 for the road. First, inform your family electricity is not free, and we should turn off anything not being used or occupied. Also, you need a special CFL bulb for any fixture using a dimmer switch. If you use a regular CFL bulb with a dimmer, they will flicker like a one-room haunted house. You can find CFLs for dimmer switches on the products page in coolsouth.com. Once again, motion sensors in the hallways and the bathrooms are a good solution if your kids are trying to get that 42-inch plasma TV to go with the new Xbox they just received from the electric company. Finally, remember all CFLs contain mercury, so don't throw them away in your trash. Dispose of all used CFLs at a local recycling center. Many Lowe's and Home Depots have CFL recycling centers in them. This concludes our video presentation on lighting from coolsouth.com. Thank you for your time, and feel free to revisit this video as many times as you like. And remember, always take care of the Cool South.